Welcome back, dweebs, to a special edition episode here. With me, as always, is my good friend Kev. Kev, how are we doing on this fine? It's a Thursday evening when we're recording this. How are you doing, buddy?
Ooh, I love it. This is a rare occasion for us here at dDweeb, a preview review trilogy of sorts. This will be now the third time that we've looked at some Superman footage. This time it's a sneak peek, but I'm incredibly excited about this, James, because there's a bit of a theme here, and I won't spoil it, but it may be rant worthy. We'll see how things go. How are you? Are you ready?
I am good. I am ready. While I was on vacation, James Gunn dropped some more Superman footage for us. I think we got about 5 minutes here, and I have glimpsed just the beginning 15 seconds, so I have an idea what Kev's rant may be. But the name of the game is the trilogy. This is preview review. We are going to review the preview. We've done 2 of these already. 1 we didn't like, 2 we really liked. So it's see where this one goes, right?
Fate hangs in the balance.
You watched it all yet, or just the beginning little snippets as we were prepping it?
Full disclosure, gang, I've watched the whole thing because I attempted to record it for our viewing ease and pleasure. And
while I was gone.
Yeah, and it did not work. The recording worked just fine, but getting it up did not. So, yeah, I watched the whole thing, and it was a fruitless endeavor. So we got that going for us, which is nice.
Great, perfect. You have, I have not. So this will be perfect.
No spoilers.
Let's get us right where we belong. Let's just get this rolling. This is preview review. This is going to start right as I click this button. So here we go, folks. This is James Gunn's Superman sneak peek that he released last week. Looks a little cold.
Stop me if you've get to anything familiar.
Oh no, Kev. Oh no.
We're back in the ice again, gang. Guess who else is back, James?
Oh, the blood's back. Oh no, the spit's back.
Oh, we celebrated too early.
The spit's back.
I had a whole thing.
Crypto's making a scene here.
Yeah, he's good. He's here to save the day. Multiple ways. Gotta love having a puppy.
Stop. Sir.
I love the bone breaking sound effects.
Take me home. Take me home.
Oh, big Phil Collins fan, huh?
Home.
Because I don't remember.
What is happening here?
Crypto. Home. I like the raw. I can't tell if I like it or hate it. Because Crypto's great.
Crypto's great, but the blood is bad. Oh, the fortune is right there.
He got so close.
Okay, this is kind of cool. I don't know why he's so close.
I love that he knows the path.
He knows the path.
That's a bonus point.
Yep.
Superman!
Oh shit, there's a bunch of them. I thought there was just one.
Thank you.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
Thank you.
He looked at me.
That was
14 fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large
bladder.
intestine,
Shit.
lungs.
Real, actually.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Not to worry, sir. We're the exposition bots.
Level 4? 292 times Saharan Prime, please, 1.
Just needs a little sun.
He's back.
Can't tell it's him.
That
That was the original poster.
Superman.
Gotta love it.
Okay.
Oh,
Initial thoughts, Kev?
James? Yeah, you want me to go
Oh.
first? Yeah, I can go.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. This
No,
is
you
your
want me?
baby.
Okay. Definitely. We'll play a little back and forth here. I don't want to steal all the material, but that entire thing was just sort of a roller coaster ride. As far as one good thing followed immediately by a bad thing, and then something that would be like, okay, well that looks kind of cool, and then just immediately back down to all right, that wasn't great, and then we just got the back half was everything we've already seen before.
Yeah.
So
Outside of the original poster they released where the big eyeball was in the back shooting down, like I think there's a little snippet there that was new, but otherwise, yeah, all the kaiju, the
Okay.
Lex Luthor, the kids in Africa, wherever they're from, we've seen all that before.
Guy Gardner and his bowl cut.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Guy Gardner. But yeah, I kind of some good, and then Fortress of Solitude is really cool. The blood is still terrible. Like it's just not great. I guess I need a little more backstory on why he gets smashed into the abyss or into the snow 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Like I assume he's in a. I guess I assume he's in a battle, but then if he'd be in a battle, wouldn't somebody have showed up to keep fighting him? So that can't be right there, right?
They did the classic cartoon villain. We'll just let gravity handle this. I think that ended up being a cinema sin, didn't it? Did you ever watch those back in the day? I think that's
No.
a classic rule, a negative point there for the villain just doing something very dumb like that and not following up. But maybe Lex Luthor has unleashed something that isn't quite
Yeah, I don't
smart.
understand.
Just
And I
kind of
don't know what else would he be doing crash landing there. Like he's got to be getting his ass kicked by he's beat up real bad. Like something's going on.
Oh
So
yeah,
I don't
because
know.
the exposition bots will tell us all about his injuries when
Yeah,
we
let me bring this
go back
up.
through. But
Yeah.
okay, so I had a few things. Maybe we can pick this apart a little bit, and I'll probably just do it as we go through and do our frame by frame. But generally speaking, it just felt very inconsistent and a little bit little bit like James Gunn doesn't maybe not know what he's doing. I don't know. I lost some of my hype during this. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
with
I
you.
would agree. I'm not near as like now all the cut ups at the end with the overlaying really patriotic music. I'm like, God, that makes me want this to be good. But then I'm like, then I see this blood situation again.
There's a lot of bad for 1 to 2 scenes. And then you put this in your sneak peek.
There, let's get the spit. There it is, the spit.
Yeah, so
Talk to
good.
her.
So necessary, by the way. Again, why is the
But
blood
didn't
necessary if
what-
they're about to list the 14 broken bones and a ruptured spleen? So
a bad bladder.
What's the need to have him spitting blood? Is it to focus on his mouth so he can whistle? It just feels
I
unnecessary.
thought they removed they remove this from the second preview?
I think so. This does look different to me. It seems like there's maybe less blood. Like they have redone it now and put it back in. I still hate it.
Look. Yeah, still not a fan
We'll
of
check
this.
the tape.
Yeah. I wish I could whistle like that.
Same.
He is beat up though. Somebody got the better of him.
About to get beat up again.
Yep.
And see, here's part of the roller coaster because then I'm like, oh, it's good.
Yeah. And then he acts like a dog.
Yeah, he acts like a puppy. And on one hand, you're like, all right, I thought this was a tense moment. And you know my thoughts on too much comedy when things are supposed to be serious. And it's a bit of a plague in comic movies these days. But
yeah,
it's
this
a dog. It's a puppy. So I'm kind of like, I also.
You're like, give it a free pass. Like, okay, whatever. I agree. I'm like, it doesn't just thematically doesn't feel right.
It's like, yeah, you got plenty of moments where you can just let Crypto be a dog and
yeah, maybe not the one where he's about dead.
yeah. But it tracks for the realism. He does seem like a young dog.
Yeah.
It's a miracle that he can do this part.
Yeah.
But also hilarious how close this is.
Yeah, so I'm going to pause this here in a second.
Hashtag not my Superman. Are we still saying things like that? Because back in my day, this
look at
dude
this. This
would have
thing
flown
is
the 20 feet to get home.
how beat up is this guy? He couldn't. It's 100 yards. It's a 100-yard dash, Kev. Could you to save your life? Could you run 100 yards? I mean, I'd be a slow jog for me, but
no. But I could crawl, and this dude can fly. So whatever the flying equivalent of crawling is, I would imagine he could do that, like hoverboard.
And get a little closer.
I mean, I get
it.
I
Looks
want my
cool
dog
though.
with me too. Yeah, and then here we go, and then there is the fall, and then
okay,
right
look
back
now, like
in
it's
with
like
the
damn,
ride.
like this looks pretty fucking awesome.
And then we get our Lord of the Rings reference when Crypto here speaks friend and then enters. So I love that too.
And then they're like, okay, they're kind of cool robots. They look cool, right? They look like cool robots.
Starts out good with the robots. You're like, okay. You hear him? How he says Superman, as if he's worried, which is going to contradict itself here in a second. Also, these guys listening to like whatever Kryptonian Fox News or something. You hear that? There's just like somebody chant.
We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely
automatons. I want to go back as I want to turn this up a little bit.
No.
Perfect.
This is a weird. Let me pause that and turn that up. This is a weird deal.
Thank you. No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever. Merely automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
14 fractions.
So we're gonna get. We already know it's
just
coming.
He just said, "Don't thank me." we're not conscious and we won't appreciate it. Well, first of all, 2 seconds ago, you were worried. You had a worried tone in your voice, which is a weird thing to program into you if you're an automaton, however you pronounce it, and you have no feeling. And then it's even weirder for the new girl, 12, to go, he looked at me. Like, what? How are these two? What?
We also,
which one is it?
Yeah, so they're contradicting themselves right there. We also know that later in this movie, these guys get destroyed because there's a scene of Superman. Remember Superman like holding one?
Yeah,
And we
I bet it's 12.
Yeah, probably 12.
He loses
right?
his robot side piece. He's
The one that said hi to him.
But then there's a scene where it cuts away and he's kind of looking over like, that was a freebie, you know.
Yep.
Lois didn't have to find out about 12.
I'm gonna pass.
I think there's some Mad Men shit going on, dude.
Lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you.
Healthy dose of yellow sun.
Like, dude, they don't say anything that isn't exposition.
Yeah.
Like the worst characters to have.
292 times Saharan prime.
Great exposition bots.
Magnify, kind of cool.
Yep.
Okay, here's where I start to have problems here. Why are they trying to hold him now?
Painful. Then we get the patriotic.
Fly up into the sun. Not into
He's
it,
back.
But you know.
He's beat up, man.
Yeah, but the sun's healing him. And he's like, I don't know. Maybe they should. Maybe is that protocol? No stretcher. We just have 4 people hold you down. There's ghosts in his blood. Give him
That
some
was
cocaine.
I don't know if one of these clips is new. I think with this in the background, this looks. It's not exactly the same, but the first poster they released, or the first picture when he's like putting on his boots and this casual monster is just blowing the fucking universe up in the background.
I love this. This might wind up in the background of the thumbnail. You know, I love this setting. It gives me Invincible vibes. Like here's Clark trying to take a night off, and in the background there's that shit.
The world's just getting destroyed, but hey, we're taking the night off. There's other superheroes. You saw them; they're fine.
Yeah, and they're
Green
in the
Lantern's
apartment.
there. And
how's he gonna sneak out? What's he gonna say?
Hawkman looks like they'll never fucking know.
Yeah, they'll take care of that. They got the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. This is not new. We've joked about this before.
Yeah, I love that.
Superman.
Eggman Luther.
See right there. There it was. Oh, it's in this one too. It's in this one. See?
Which is, I love that they kept that in this one, where it's like
somebody came and just beat up the Fortress of Solitude and the old poor number whatever 12 probably side pieces. Rest in peace.
It's gonna be 4 actually, and he's gonna do a thing where he's come closer. I lied to you. We have feelings. You should tell 12 how you feel about her, and then just die. They're gonna
die. One of the cheesiest lines ever.
They're gonna really spiral out on this thing. I mean, you can't tell me they aren't going for the meme. And look at that Guy Gardner.
Yeah, let's get Guy Gardner's fucking bowl cut in there.
You can't tell me they're taking this too seriously.
God, it's really hard. There's 1 second there. I think it's nope. Wrong direction. Come on, come on, Schmites. Come on, James. There it is. Look at that bowl cut.
There he is. Ooh. I mean, 10 out of 10. Yeah. Another bonus point.
10 out of 10 for sure. There it is.
That maybe the same scene?
What's that?
There was like a glow in the background when they were hugging it out, but the second time he was in his costume, it almost felt like that could be the continuation of the same scene. Like that could be the same apartment.
It's the same scene because you can kind of see old Bugman. You can see the green right there. It's the same scene.
Yeah. So they don't have
No.
Friday night movie night after all.
No Friday Night Lights. No, gotta go save the world. Sorry, I let 200 fucking thousand people already die as he's blowing up the buildings behind me. Let me go save the city.
Sorry, honey. We have to do Genuine and a box of wine next Saturday.
Oh, all right, Kev, are we excited? Like, I suppose still gonna watch. I'm still excited, but I think just like this trailer, it's a roller coaster. Like 1 was not great, 2 was pretty good, 3 is kind of like the slope. I don't.
It
I have
feels a lot.
faith, but man, cautiously optimistic is a buzzword around these parts.
It's getting a lot more cautious and a little less optimistic over on this front, James, at the very least. It reminds me a bit of our usual Wednesday night topic. It gives me sequel trilogy vibes, speaking only about the trailers, okay?
Yes,
not about the movie itself.
Yes.
But it was like, all right, not sure what we're doing here. There was some issues with this scene you've chosen to show, and then I think maybe we course corrected. All right, we're doing something here, and then a bit of a step back, a bit hyperbolic, admittedly, because I don't think this whole thing completely fell off the face of the earth. I just know what scene I'm going to go to the restroom during if it turns out that this is a 3-hour movie. As soon as I see him hit the ice, I'll be like, all right,
Be
cool.
back.
Popcorn.
We'll be back.
But it's just a weird strategy. Like, this is, I think I may like it, James, because you know my usual thoughts on not giving too much away.
They've given nothing away, really. I don't think any of the monsters they've shown are the true enemy. I think they're just cannon fodder, right?
Yeah, just some Act 1 stuff.
They showed Lex Luthor just a little, not a ton. We don't know.
Maybe they'll do like a Watchmen thing. Maybe Luther's calling those guys in, so it is connected overall.
Maybe.
But I agree with you. I don't think if the big bad is some giant kaiju like the Suicide Squad, I think that might not be the best.
No,
I think it's going to be something, some kind of major villain that probably Luther drags in somehow, some way. But I don't know. It's on one hand, I don't think they're putting their best foot forward. On the other hand, I am okay because they also haven't just ruined the story for me. Like we just said, we don't know much about this, and it does enough visually to get me to say, "Oh yeah, I'm still going to watch it." I just am getting closer and closer to giving it that old Marvel treatment, where I just come in with as low expectations as possible and just say, hey, surprise me.
We need.
I
hope
you
it's
can't
good,
let me down.
I would like a really good Superman movie, but I have some faith in James Gunn, but I guess we'll see, right? We shall see.
What are your thoughts on the Guardians trilogy? Do you think the first one was the best one, or do you like one of the sequels?
What is 2? I can't remember what 2 is. Who's the villain in 2? It's Ego.
Yeah,
I think 1 and 2 are better than 3. I think 3 struggles a bit. The lack of Gamora, which I guess spoiler alert if you've not watched any of 10 years worth of movies. I think that actually hurts it a little bit. I did enjoy the Guardians Christmas special. I think the Guardians Christmas special is fun.
Oh yeah, agreed. And I would agree with the rest of your assessment that the third one probably doesn't hold up. But I wonder. Luckily, he'll have the keys to the DC city. I would assume long enough to at least make 2 Superman movies. Yeah. So even if this one isn't exactly what we're hoping for, I hope it does well enough that it can continue, because unfortunately with it being the reset and including all these other characters, I do have a feeling that it's going to have some of that opening season episode 1 pilot episode.
They did mention they have said that
slow.
They have said that it's not going to be a origin story, which I respect. I'm happy for. They're like, listen, you know who the fuck this guy is. You know who Superman is. You know that he's from Krypton, that he gets sent to Earth, that his planet gets destroyed. Like there is no origin story to this.
Right.
I-
And like when you
it
see
may
a dude with a
surprisingly
hawk
look-
mask on, like that's Hawkman, you know.
Yeah.
He's got wings, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
figure it out. You see
We
the
know who
dude with the
Green
power
is.
ring, you know, the bowl cut. That's maybe another good reason.
20
they
years
went with the
ago,
Guy
you
Gardner
might
bowl,
like 20
you
years
know.
ago, we needed origin stories. We don't. Every one of these characters has had a movie for good or bad. So,
And if not, there's this whole little industry of content creators, probably some of whom, not probably, definitely some of whom who have deals with Marvel or Disney or DC and do some of this background information. So I think that is, like you said, it's well established. And if not, there's other ways they can just sell you new comic books. It's another thing they love to do. Just do some movie tie-in. Let's write news stories and we'll tell you about these characters there. Hopefully, knock on wood, you won't have to subscribe to HBO or whatever they call their
Max with
order
3 different
to
letters.
watch all these DC shows the way Marvel tried to force all of their TV down our throats.
Well, they did really bad at that too.
My fear with DC is they just tend to follow whatever Marvel does and do it a decade too late.
Hopefully not.
Pivot
Hopefully
away
they're.
from
I mean, well, they now have a Marvel guy running the show, so there'll probably be some similarities. But hopefully they learn from Marvel's fuck up with what's that show? Fucking Secret Invasion or whatever. I don't remember what that fucking show was.
What's that show? Does that exist? I don't know.
We don't know if it even counts anywhere. So I would think it was so fucking bad. There's a couple of them that aren't good, so hopefully they don't go down that route.
If I had to rate the preview, James, I'd probably give this one like a 6 or a 7. Didn't do anything new that I liked a ton. There were a couple of things there. And I again with that weird blood spot with the spit, I just don't I don't know why they start it where they do. I don't think, especially when it's the third time we've seen it.
Third straight time.
I don't know that we
It's
need
in
to
all
see it
three
a
of them,
third
yeah.
time. Just start a little
Start
after.
Start with Crypto dragging him straight to the
Or
fortress.
even
I'll
that
just cut out
scene,
20 seconds.
like, is it before or after he whistles? Maybe I can't remember, but they have this cool close up where the blood is in the foreground and some of the snow is covering his face, and it's just like one eye and his broken nose and his lip. Like, start right there,
Yeah.
and then do just a little bit of editing. Start right there, and then cut to the whistle or something. I don't know. Like, it's just why do. I think it's weird that they show us something that looks so not great as the first thing they want you
3
to
times
see.
in a row.
And they're just very insistent that
Yeah.
this is where we want to go with this. But real mixed bag here for me, James. An inconclusive trilogy. Maybe we'll get one of those rare instances where there is a quad coming up.
Yeah, it's
Would they
July 11th, right? I bet there's one
Right.
more. But there's one more.
How much do you think they'll open it up? Will we see much more?
I think so. I think they're going to show us too much. That's my prediction. Episode 4,
Big
the
bad
return
reveal.
of Superman, is they're going to show too much. I don't know what they're going to show. They're going to show too much, and we're going to be like, there they fucking did it.
It's going to be Michael Keaton as Batman.
Should have stopped while they were down.
Just doing
I
a
would say the
one-liner
same thing.
game.
Like, I'm like a 6. Like, I want to see it. I'm going to see it. But it's just like, if this was any other character, I'd be like, meh. But because of who it is, I'm like, I'm going to see it. I got to see if James Gunn can kickstart this universe or not. So, but it's not even cautiously optimistic, just kind of tepid
Yeah, just
anticipation.
committed. That's how I feel.
I'm just there.
Yeah, it's like when your favorite team just isn't good, but you're committed to root for them. That's how I feel about DC. I mean, over the years, I obviously got more into Marvel as far as their range, but my favorite character growing up was Batman. And with the exception of Spider-Man as a really young kid, I was almost exclusively a DC fan. And over time, again, you find different things that you like. But when it comes to the movie side, it's just felt so unfulfilling to just have all of these other cool stories that just have not been able to hit the mark on the movie side for years now.
Mhm.
So I'll be going to see it, even if this fourth trailer is worse and puts the fright into us, because
I did like
hope
his Suicide Squad movie, so I do I have some
Mhm.
hopes for. I think he knows what he's doing. I think the trailers have been just kind of.
last
Yeah.
question for you on this, because you mentioned there's Suicide Squad, there's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mhm.
Do you think he's going to have the Justice League as a big part? Because it does seem like his bread and butter is the team dynamic, and Superman, it's not going to
Yeah, he's
be
great at the team dynamic.
he leads, and then it's kind of your way to hot fix yourself into an Avengers situation. If you're not doing
I
an
mean, he does
origin
have.
story,
I don't think it's. Maybe they are the Justice League already. Maybe we're that far into this. But you do see Hawkman. You see Green Lantern. You see the guy. I don't know what the guy's name is that's stopping the bullets with the force field.
like Mr.
So,
Terrific, I don't remember either, but he's got that
there's
on his face.
the lady that kind of looks like she's one of the Asgardians. So maybe there's a little team up dynamic, and maybe it's a Justice League. Maybe they're going to jump that far ahead. I don't know for sure, but I think there will be a little bit of a team dynamic to this. I mean, it's like you said, it's his bread and butter. It's there. You can see the pieces and the characters that they could do it with.
I'm thinking like movie 2, or potentially movie 3 is like the official Justice League, but I'm thinking by movie 2, they have the bones put together. So you could be right, because we already see a Green Lantern. If we're gonna get Hawkman, the Martian Manhunter is pretty easy to slip in there, and I wonder if they would have Batman, that outside of revealing the villain, as being like, you talk about revealing too much. I could see them revealing
Drop Batman in the
some
trailer.
Justice League. I hope it wouldn't be Batman, but maybe they drop some other team up characters for this. But I do think they'll get to the Justice League pretty quickly. I don't think they're going to go with that old approach from 20 years ago of let's do 9 solo
movies and then get to the
Justice
I think so
League.
too. I think you're right on that front. I think they'll get there pretty quick. It's also a cash cow if they get to it. It's the big one.
Right, because if
Which
they can
Superman,
do it's where it all is. Yeah.
Superman should be a monster for him. So we'll see. Still excited. Not thrilled with the trailers. I think that's our best way to put it, right?
Yeah, just one of these.
Wavering. We're teetering. I'm teetering on the brink. I need one good trailer, and they'll probably drop whoever Batman, Bruce Wayne will show up in it, and I'll be like,
yeah, dude.
So I'll eat my own.
My God.
Or
it'll be like the Jared Leto Joker. You're like, wait, what?
I was so excited when he got cast as a Joker, and then it was like,
I thought this dude's perfect. He's the perfect amount of crazy to play this character. Like, I believed he would get there.
He was too crazy.
I didn't think he'd mail his coworkers pigs' heads and do weird stuff
with some rats and shit.
Yeah, dude, what the hell?
He was too crazy. Method acting. It'll get you. It'll end you.
Yeah. Who would have ever guessed that dude would become a cult leader?
Nobody, not me. Never saw that coming.
Shocking.
And on that note, Kev, thank you for joining me tonight. Outside of here, buddy, where can they find you at?
Oh, you can find me over on our sister station, Bite Size Sports. And also check out Carnage Media. We have unlocked the vault over there. So a lot of previous pay-per-views, a ton of MMA fights, boxing fights. So if you ever want to hear me on the commentary side of things, go ahead over there, Carnage Media on YouTube, or check out my writing at carnagemediappv.com. That's also where you can purchase upcoming events. I'm real excited. In just a month now, I have my next big pro wrestling event, James. I'm so thrilled to do that among all the other events. But when and where can they find you, good sir?
You can catch us weekly every Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern on the weekly dDweeb. Talking about our favorite nerd stories of the week. Sometimes I can't speak, and that was one of them. And every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern on our flagship show, Han Shot First, Talking Star Wars. We'll only be live on Wednesday one more week because starting in 2 weeks, we're going to be going on Thursdays because Andor is debuting not 1, not 2, but 3 episodes a week for a month straight. And we need more time to get them watched and get our thoughts on them. So Monday, 6 p.m., Wednesday, 9 p.m., and then in 2 weeks, Thursdays for a month at 9 p.m. Eastern. So thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully we get one more trailer and it doesn't spoil Batman's identity. That's the goal. Fingers crossed. Thank you guys again for joining us. Until next time.